guys, welcome back to another how to draw hair tutorial, and this time I'm doing boys hair and it's still at level easy for this segment. And let's start with this guy here, the energetic one, I suppose. I'll sketch in the rest of its head to give myself a little guideline to see how large the hair should be. His hair is going to be pretty much huge spikes. The idea is to have it going upwards in lots of spikes. So let's start with that. So as you can see, it's just pretty much wide, slightly rounded triangles and this little wisp here. And his hair really doesn't have much style. I don't know, we could say that this is like Pokemon style, the sort of hair that they would have in the simple style of manga like that. So now let's darken the lines and shade it in. Okay, now let's move on to the goth guy, and I actually was not sure what goth boys wear, so I just gave him like a turtleneck and a trench coat. I don't know if that's more secret agent than goth, but whatever. And instead of having the hair cover one eye like we did for the girl's hair video, I'm actually going to have his hair just fall, pretty much all of it, in front of both of his eyes. So we're just going to do lots of straight down, lifeless strands. So that's pretty much all there is to this hairstyle. It's pretty much just a basic top of the head and a lot of scribbles at the bottom. So now I'm just going to darken that and make it a little easier to see. Okay, he actually turned out pretty well. Hello, Yuki. She's being chatty again. Okay, so I think this one actually turned out really well. I love doing all these dark colors. So let's move on to the final drawing. Hello, Yuki. And finally we have the just sort of normal guy who's gonna have really normal hair. He's like the typical schoolboy, so we're not gonna do anything super elaborate and eye-catching like we did for the other two. I'm just gonna put down a basic boy hairstyle. This is where the part will be, almost in the middle, but not quite. Then we have all the straight down lines. If you watched my really old videos of drawing a manga face, all views, you remember that I did a character I named Yoshi, and that's pretty much the principle we're using for this head. So then at the part, we have the sort of wing thing that I also used in my previous how to draw hair video where I drew girls' hair. And then we just sort of fan out until we get to the ear, and then one rather large strand falls in front of the ear. We're going to have just a tiny bit of messy hair. So one little strand out of place right here, and then one tiny little wisp up top. Okay, and you can see how I did a gradual movement into this tilt of the hair until it gets pushed behind the ear. And then on this side, I had it just all go behind the face very quickly. And down here, we just have a little fringe behind his ear. And that is it. I'm going to darken the lines and shade it in now. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys, and I'm going to be back soon with the second part of this series where we will draw hair that is super detailed and elaborate, and I will just make a tutorial to show you guys how to make that easier, and I can't wait to do that, and I'll see you in my next video.